All right, everybody, we are live again. Dynasty Search for Huru. Let's see here. My bad. I was just distracted. So tonight, I'm sorry. I'm getting it back together for Huru. Oh, then I got the other. I'm tripping, Colin. Colin, go ahead and take it away. Tonight's show is the ADOS Endgame versus the Nationhood Endgame. I just got a text message, so I was distracted by that. I apologize. So, Colin, go ahead.
Okay. So the reason why I'm doing this show tonight, right, is to talk about an Endgame, right? People want to challenge us on the idea of nationhood and official nationhood, right? And they say, okay, ADOS, but where's the ADOS Endgame? You know what I'm saying? As we proved it many times before, first of all, it's going to be nearly impossible to get a reparation. If that's what they're going on, we get a reparations check, then what? You get a reparations check, which is not going to happen, then what? How much are you going to get? You know, if they're going to mail every black person $300 and that's your reparations check? It seems like the black politics in America has gone so far down the tubes, right, that nobody even really takes us seriously anymore politically. There is absolutely no black agenda in America that's realistic. Everybody else goes for things tangible. The Liberian community rallied around the cause of DED, Deferred Exodus Departure, which means that the Liberians, refugees, can stay in the United States another year. That's something tangible that they rallied around. For Trump extended DED, he might get the Liberian vote. He's going to get the Liberian vote. That's something specific and tangible. But when you talk about black people, people don't look at us as different income levels, different ideas, different backgrounds and everything. It's all this vague abstraction. We're all poor. We're all basically destitute. We don't have any ideas. We can't build businesses. We ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying? All this freaking nonsense, right? They put us in all one category. That's the so-called ADOS. We're just so destitute, so poor that we rely on the so-called American government. What if the American government goes out of business? What if the United States goes bankrupt? What if white people all get up and pack up and go to Mars? What are black people going to do? These niggas will follow them to Mars, you know? So the whole idea of the ADOS, American Descent Slave, is to basically latch on to white people and hold on to this idea of America at all costs. And what is their end game? The end game is get next to white people. White people are fleeing you. Every time you move in their neighborhood, they move out. Right? Now they're taking your neighborhoods and kicking you out and moving back in the old neighborhoods that they had in the first place. This is what I would say. The ADOS endgame, ultimate integration, amalgamation with whites, because that's what you're talking about. You're talking about interracial marriage. You're talking about the races disappearing and everybody just become American. But you basically don't mind being an American with white people, but you have a problem with black immigrants.
Real quick,
distinguish yourself from black immigrants, but you have no problem being with white people as an American. Identifies as white people.
Kyla, real quick. Somebody said in the chat room, hold on, did they delete it? Future, why did you delete your message? Future said that the Caribbean immigrants that came to America, I guess back in the 50s or 60s, helped meld black people or put black people together, unite black people.
I don't know where that comes from. The Caribbeans that I know moved into black communities and they lived like black people in America. They knew the enemy was white people and they could get called nigger and beaten and killed and everything like anybody else. I have Caribbean people in my family, you know what I'm saying? So all this nonsense, they went to our churches, you know what I'm saying? They were in our communities. So this idea of distinguishing yourself from the majority of black people is something new and stupid. And I do believe that's the way you do to have the ADOS backlash, you know? Everybody's trying to get one up on the other person in America to get closer to white people. That's all it is. That's the end game. You know, black Caribbeans and black African Americans fighting each other for jockeying for position under white supremacy. Is that what the end game is? You know, when we say nationhood, we talk about nationhood. We're talking about all the descendants of slaves building a homeland for themselves and building communities throughout the world, united. You know. Yeah, we have our different identity and stuff like that. We have our different culture and everything like that. But the overriding goal is all people of black African descent of ultimately are one people, you know, and tribalism and sectarianism and all this stuff like that is the enemy of this idea of African nationalism. Now, people say, are you a Pan-African? Okay, that's a real broad term. As Pan-Africanism has failed. But I am an African nationalist. I do believe in African nations. I do believe that I do believe African ethnic groups can form a nation, right? But you're still part of the overall African family. And you're supposed to respect all African people in your midst, in your care. Such as what is not happening in South Africa right now, where the African population is attacking other Africans from all over the continent, but won't lay a hand on the Chinese, Indians, or whites in South Africa. You know? That's what we're talking about. We don't want that garbage. We don't want that garbage. If you're about attacking other black people, black immigrants and everything, yeah, you can fight back. We go back and forth with each other. We go tit for tat on Facebook. But when it starts coming down to what I'm seeing right now is people making ADOS. I can't tell the difference between some of these ADOS people and the neo-Nazis. ADOS, but it sounded like the Ku Klux Klan. You know, death to immigrants. What the fuck is all that conversation talking about, you know? All this talk going, and I'm going to say it right now, I do not agree or support anything that talks about violence or separatism among black people. You can have your own ADOS as an identity, all right? A descendant of slaves as identity. I understand that. But when you start talking about our end game is to eliminate black immigrants and distance ourselves from black immigrants and have a separate agenda and all this kind of nonsense and everything, when we're all black trying to survive in this country, I'm dead set against that.
See what else we got here in the chat room. Shout out to everybody in the chat room. Thank you for joining us tonight. We are a little late coming on. Usually we come on about 8:30 on Wednesdays, but we're a little bit late. Sorry about the hold up. I had some company over, so I was entertaining them. So again, tonight's topic is the ADOS Endgame versus the Nationhood Endgame. Now the question would be, Colin, what Endgame is more realistic?
Nationhood. It's always been more realistic. You know, because why? Because nationhood requires your success on your own merits. If you succeed or fail, it's all on you. The ADOS, the integration or trying to be in America is solely based on NAACP integration and what white people think. Now, we talked this afternoon about Ebony Magazine. Look how that turned out.
Right.
You know, you try to appease white people and try to make it more white friendly and everything like that. Ebony was once a radical magazine. People don't realize that, you know. Ebony Magazine had Elijah Muhammad featured, Muhammad Ali. They took their articles told it like it was. White America was always nervous about what they read in Ebony Magazine. You know, they went to Africa. They went all the stuff like that. Interviewed Haile Selassie, all the big names in Kwame Nkrumah, Tubman, President Tubman of Liberia. Mm-hmm. The bottom line is Ebony and Jet Magazine was our news source. They didn't give a shit about what the dominant people said. You don't like us? Now this is our shit. Now white people could not handle the fact that we're getting clowned and buffooned and damaged in the mainstream media, but they couldn't even let us have our own spot to ourselves. I knew somewhere along the line these crackers, these white people, were gonna get a hold to Ebony Magazine. I knew it. I knew it wouldn't last. I said, because if it wasn't for Ebony Magazine, if you didn't have Ebony Magazine grow up in your house, get the hell away from me. I don't consider you black. I know Barack Obama didn't have Ebony Magazine in his house. He ain't black. If you didn't have Ebony and Jet in your house, you ain't black. You ain't one of us.
I had Ebony and Jet in the house.
I had Ebony. I used to read the Jet Sports, the Jet Bikini Model of the Month. Oh my God, man.
Oh yeah. Listen. I knew. Listen, let me tell you how talented I was. I was able to take the Jet magazine and open it directly to the beauty.
That's the first place everybody went to.
Yeah.
The Bikini Model of the Month.
But what's crazy, Colin, these crazy, demented feminists, that would be considered misogyny now.
Misogyny. Oh yeah. Now the Model of the Month is a transgender with a mini skirt on. You know what I'm saying? Ebony Magazine, their top articles, and now it's about, I'm a transgender, and when I'm fear, should I reveal myself as a man? That's their article. Another famous article, Ebony Magazine, why it went out of businesses, my first interracial date and whatnot. What is he thinking? Whatnot, you know? I mean, you know, so this is the nonsense that's going on. And if you don't see right now that they want to destroy black media, they want to destroy black malehood, and they want to divide black male. Everything I saw, Ebony Magazine, black America, people got married, people had children, normal black life. No, you can't have that no more. Now the so-called all the dysfunctions in this, even the hood. They at least had families back in the days, you know.
Right.
Now if you basically talk about a family, there's something wrong with you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's a given that a woman, a household has to be headed by a woman. Now you see commercials on TV. I don't know how we're gonna make it. You know, black and white. You never see the dad in the house, but it's always a woman with 3 teenage kids talking about, oh yeah, this is Hamburger Helper. You see the Hamburger Helper commercial?
Yeah.
No dad in the commercial. You know what I'm saying? No dad in the commercial. This is what they're trying to do. Why they're doing it? Because if you get rid of the family structure in any society, you can weaken it from within. Turn boys into sissies and everything, and then you basically like that. The Romans did this, you know? When the Romans conquered people, the first thing they did was empower the women, right? And kill the men, send them off as gladiators, put them as slaves, this and the other thing. And then the women became acclimated and started loving Roman soldiers and Roman stuff like that. And they put the women in the conquered people, women in positions of power over the men. And just told the men, if you want to get along in Rome and whatnot, you got to be more like the women we see, you know? And that's what you have in Black America. You know, take the man out of the family, take the man out of the picture and everything. The whole idea, people like John Johnson, he should not have existed. A patriarch, man who built an empire. We're not supposed to look up to him. You know, we're always supposed to admire him. Oh, he's a patriarch. Oh, he's bad. This, that, and the other thing. Oh, everything maleness is toxic and bad and everything like that. And that's what America wants, right? Right? Because America wants gay, feminized, sissy like black men. That trend is not going to end. They're encouraging it. They're doing like listen, nationhood requires manhood. Men with balls. When you release that testosterone and say you're ready for a nation, you'll see women come to your side and say, okay, these guys got it going on. Right now, women are tricked into thinking the thugs and the hood Negroes are the masculine. That's not masculine. Mm-hmm. The real men are the ones that look into the future and say, we need to build Africa.
I need me a thug.
I need me a thug.
Roughneck. I need me a thug.
And then when they turn 50 and whatnot, they're all fat and out of shape. When they turn 50, now they want to look at it. Now they want Dynasty and me. Oh man, where's all the good been all this year? Now, no, you're 50 years old now.
And what happens, Colin? We get guilted. Oh, y'all ain't.
Oh yeah, I know.
I ain't gonna take we guilted. They want to guilt us into taking them.
Yeah, they want to shame us and whatnot. They are out of shape, got grandkids and whatnot. This and the other thing. Now, no husband in their life and whatnot. They've been ran through 100 times. Now they want to come and get the decent guy. You know, come on. It don't work like it. You women, you better make your decisions right in your early 20s, because you ain't gonna get no other chance after 30. The black man has standards too, you know. So that's what's going on in this culture. It's a culture of fuckery, and the only one that benefits, you know, like I said, the only one that loses is a black male. The black man in America has nothing in the political system. Nothing. What are we fighting for? Phil of the Vice show said the black people are the Avengers. We're coming to save everybody from Thanos. You know, right. We gotta come. They guilt us into supporting unfounded Me Too movements. They guilt us into supporting the LGBTQ. Why? Dwayne Wade and whatever Gabrielle Yu's son is now come out of the closet. I guess we're supposed to support that. You know, we're not supposed to say anything about all the crime, the violence, the degradation in Black America. We're not supposed to say how the fact that
it's a conspiracy theory. It's a conspiracy theory.
Yeah. Oh, it's conspiracy. Oh, that's a conspiracy theory. Oh, that's a conspiracy theory. You know, day by day, you see the degradation of black males, attack on black families, black marriage, black households every day. But there's no conspiracy theories. They push an LGBTQ down our throat and everything like homosexuality. But there's no conspiracy theories. Nipsey Hussle's killed by the police and killed by the cop, killed by a thug and whatnot. Right away, the conspiracy. Not even 8 minutes after he got killed. Right, my timeline full with all kinds of conspiracy nonsense.
The Dr. Sebi documentary. Dr. Sebi documentary.
Yeah, Dr. Sebi. Oh, Dr. Sebi. Even though he's been discredited, he never admitted that he never admitted on court record that he had a cure for AIDS. He said some people said they were cured of AIDS, but they never found the fact that they had HIV in the first place. But people went around, oh, he cured AIDS, oh, stuff like that, giving this man all this accolades. If you want to worship doctors, that's fine. But don't tell me what he had was so important. When everybody knew everything about him and everything, and you could just do your own research and everything. Come on. But this is what's going. This is passing for black journalism and stuff like that. There is absolutely nothing in America. We don't even have real qualified journalists anymore giving us the truth. Journalists nowadays feeding us garbage, conspiracies, and populism of the left. There's no black journalists looking out for the best interests of black people. There's nobody basically saying, you know something, why aren't we investing more in Africa? Why are we building more in Africa? Who is this guy, Dinah Samir, search for Uhuru? Well, what is his mission in life, you know? No, they want to. They think this is going to go away. They think we're done. They think we're going to fizzle away and go away. Let me tell you something. We ain't going any place. Get that through your thick heads. We're not going any place. This nationalist movement is only growing, and get used to it. We're not going any place. I don't give a damn what you think, what you say. We're growing, and we're going to stomp the living daylights out of your heads. You know. So the bottom line is this. You keep talking this ADOS stuff, you know you have no basis of political of making this happen. You know? All you're trying to do is divide black people from Caribbeans and Africa, right? In an attempt to get some reparations check, you know? Which you're never going to get. And you know you're never going to get. And I don't know who the hell is behind this sudden push to divide. Who benefits from black people from America and black people from the Caribbean, Africa fighting with each other? It certainly ain't us. Now, I do agree you can have your pride in being African American. I am. I'm African American first. I understand that. But I'm not African American only. There's a difference. I'm not African American.
Colin, let me ask you.
African American only.
Let me ask you, Colin. So you have a lot of
saying like that. I started looking at, you know, I started getting my vibes of race traitorism.
Colin, can you hear me? Colin, can you hear me?
Neo-mulattoism, you know.
Colin, can you hear me?
You know, neo-coonery.
Colin,
you know, the neo-minstrel stuff.
Colin,
you know,
Colin,
it's like the foot shuffling start coming up, my legs start shaking and whatnot, and I'm like, well, my coon shuffle's coming on. Then I got to turn that shit off and go back to normal.
Colin,
what the coon demon jumped into me.
Colin,
shake it off.
Colin, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Dennis, I can't hear you.
You can't hear me.
Shit, hold up. I had my car. I forgot. Hold up.
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I forgot. I was in my car and I turned my car. I forgot I'm on auxiliary speaker. Did you hear anything I just said?
Yeah, I did. I heard everything you said. I was trying to get something in, but you couldn't hear me. So, Colin, let me ask you: all these Democratic presidential nominees who are pushing for reparations. What are your thoughts?
Okay, first of all, they're not pushing for reparations. They're pushing to study reparations, right? First of all, when they say reparations, who are they talking about? Are you identifying us as an independent entity as outside of America? As an independent, so if black people from America say, "I'm an American, give me the rights of a citizen," and white America says, "Okay, by de jure, you're not an American because you're not of white descent. You can't assimilate. Black people can't assimilate into the American fabric of society because of race." So therefore, we had a civil rights movement. Civil rights was a federal legislation to protect the de jure and de facto segregated population of people who cannot assimilate because of cultural and racial barriers and access to the mainstream of America. Okay, some black people made it to the mainstream of America and everything, but you're still culturally a minority. You know what I'm saying? You can't assimilate into America's life. In other words, basically, when you see a white guy out there washing his car in his driveway and everything like that, you know, you can look at him and say, well, he looks like he could be of Italian descent. Or he looks like he could be of Greek descent. But all you know is because he has white skin, he is a white American. He's not part of any Italian, Greek association, whatever like that, because he has white skin in America. He's an American. You know? We can never be an American, period. Why? Because we are black. And on top of it, black, what AOS have a point is, we are slave descendants. The answer, we know that America did our ancestors wrong, and they never paid for that. They never paid a debt to that. Now, in this context, right, the people America should be talking to are black people who believe in nationhood. We should have a nation of our own. Or an international community saying the black people should have a right to return and build a nation of our own. And the international community, African Union, and world power should make that happen. Now, if you're not talking about that, then the only solution, like I told you today, is go to your website, Google Candace Owens, and join her movement, right? Because there's no more in between. If you're going to be a nationalist and say, okay, I think I'm closer to my African roots and everything. I think if I'm going to build anything. It's going to be with the content of my ancestors in some sort of way, or I'm going to forget all my African roots, right? I'm going to forget everything. I'm going to forgive white America. I'm going to forgive America and just be a good American. There's only two things you can do. Right now, tell me, are you embarrassed, Diners? We're in limbo. We got a group of people in America who are just basically setting us up for more playing, more complaining, more begging, more scraping, and stuff like that. And we're not getting anywhere. We're not going to get anything. While everybody's coming to America with their own agenda and everything like that, and they say like they have all the basics together. All they need is this here, this there, this there, this here, and next thing you know, they're succeeding. And then you wonder, why are Koreans voting for Trump? Why is it that every other group of people, they talk to them and they ask them, what do you want? This, that Koreans already got. This is what we want right here. And a lot of stuff the Koreans ask for is not even concerning them. It's stuff in their home country. These home country uses the Korean community, Chinese and Japanese as agents. You know, say we need this. You know, that trade thing you had right here. How do you think the Pacific Agreement got passed with Hillary and Barack? You know, It was an Asian community that helped bring about that. But we have Trump scrapped it, right? Because it said it wasn't the Trans-Pacific Partnership. It was a largely the Asian community that would benefit from that. But notice how that got to Obama's desk to be signed, but not a goddamn thing it got to Obama's desk for black people. Why? Because we're not organized. And the only way you can be organized is you have to have a geopolitical entity. That's a nation state. Or at least if you don't want a nation state, strong, powerful allegiances with black countries in Africa and the Caribbean. Then you got something to come with. Okay, what's going on in Nigeria? Okay, well, Nigeria's blah, blah, blah. Something's about to happen. I think something happened where Trump did something. I think it's one of the African countries. Trump said he was going to do something to take something away or something like that.
You know, Uganda, who you had a white American tourist who got kidnapped in Uganda.
Right, but she got returned.
Yeah, but Trump actually spoke out against it. Like,
of course he is.
But then you have Bakari Henderson, who was killed a couple years ago, and nobody said
a damn thing. That was Obama's watch.
Oh, that was on Obama. Okay,
that was on Obama's watch. Yeah, that was 2016. I remember Obama's. I remember that. He didn't say a damn thing. You know, so the whole thing is this. We're talking about geopolitics here. Black people, when something happens, I remember. I'll never forget this, bro. Never forget this. Before your time, brother. It was back in '93, right? I went to a so-called Pan-African group rally here in Virginia Beach, right? And everybody was talking all this crap. Bye-bye. It was George, who was it? George, actually, it was 92. It was 91. Yeah, it was 91, late 91.
Okay. Where was it?
The first George W. Bush, right? All of a sudden, they was talking all this crap. Oh, yeah, the white man, blah, blah, blah. And then I remember I went to the second meeting. He had invaded Somalia, right? These motherfuckers like, yo, did you see what he did, man? Yo, he ran in Somalia. Yeah, this motherfuckers told me, if they ever touch Africa, they ever blah. Right? And these motherfuckers had bug eye. Yo, they landed in Somalia. Yeah. I said, y'all talking all that shit last week. This week, y'all talking about, yeah, man, what's going to happen? Yeah, those Somalians ought to behave themselves. I agree. They changed their tune when George Bush invaded Somalia, you know, with the Marines and whatnot, you know. They gonna completely change their tune. They're like, we're Americans. All of a sudden the American Negroism came out of them. Yeah, we're Americans. You know what I'm saying? We American. We put our troops. They start talking about this shit about we're putting our troops over there and our troops and whatnot. I'm like, whose troops? I was like, whose troops? The American troops. I said last week y'all talking this stuff. Now you suddenly American because you want out that you disagree with a foreign policy of America. I said, y'all niggas we're Americans first though. Y'all talking about this red, black, and green. Get the hell out of here, niggas, man. I said, that's why I started my search, man. I said, only a colonized nation is going to survive. 95 comes around, right?
Right.
And Bill Clinton is actually considering invading Nigeria.
What was it? Are you serious?
Yeah. But it was on the docket because what it was is this. The President Abacha, right, took over the government, right?
Right.
Jailed this guy Obasanjo and whatnot, and the reason why you have Aliko Dangote because of the policies he passed. First of all these policies were already sitting around Nigeria on the desk somewhere, right? But Abacha said, that's a good idea. Why are we basically exporting to Britain where we could create a domestic market ourselves and get rich? That's why you have Aliko Dangote. You know, he was the first commodities broker in Nigeria. He said, I can make all my money in Nigeria. There's a big enough market here. The British, they had the structural adjustment programs in Nigeria where they would make them export and stuff like that and keep devaluing the currency. So
Hey, Colin. Hey, Colin. All right. Laugh out loud. Haha, ain't shit funny. Said, imagine chatty cuz Uncle Kane.
Oh, please. Yo, I'm chatting, man. I was busted. I was ready for this all night. So if I got to chat, hey,
I just thought it was funny.
Yeah, it's hilarious, man.
Go ahead.
People gonna take their shots all night, and I get that. I get that. It's probably being so popular. Okay, I get that. People take shots at me and whatnot. Hey, that's when you're almost a public figure. It comes with the territory. Did you see that thing I put up with Kevin Hart when he's interviewing with Joe Rogan?
No, I didn't. So what happened? What happened?
Oh my God, Kevin Hart have you cracking up even when he's serious, right? Mm-hmm. I remember when he came down here in Virginia Beach, where I was working at a club right after I was club, and he just got to doing the show. So we got Kevin Hart in. He had us cracking. He was cracking on everybody, man. I'm sitting there trying to hide and whatnot. Oh, don't you go nowhere, He was just joking everybody, man. He just had us cracking up, man. Kevin Hart's so down to earth, man. He just, when I met him, you meet him on purpose. He doesn't act like he's some big celebrity or whatnot. He just around, just taking pictures, shaking hands, and I mean, it was just like I love being around him, man. He was just so fun. But Joe Rogan show, he was like, "Who are these people online?" And he was like doing the thing, just sitting at the computer. You have nothing to do, just danging the computer. I hate this one. He was talking about people online, trolls. That sit on the computer. The way he was doing his fingers and making that face. He was just cracking me up, but he was making the choice though. And people, man, people love misery. People love misery. I think the reason why Black people like ADOS because it's the road to misery. Mm-hmm. It's continuing a legacy of misery. Mm-hmm. You know that you're never going to get reparations, but you want to be miserable. And those of us, I know when they see you dying this, man, going to Africa with your honey sitting there in a cab and everything, you're having a good time. I know you probably have more people committing suicide. Yeah, you're gonna be charged with murder one day.
Hey, Colin, don't say that. Colin, come on, man.
You know people committing suicide.
Colin, come on, man.
Happy over there, and they're sitting there just damn you, Dinus. People do not want to see happy. That's what it is. All this whole thing is about misery. Misery merchants. The road to misery. ADOS is nothing but ADOS absent Pan-Africanism and nationalism is a road to misery. America only is a road to misery.
Shout out to Judy D. Travel and Be Inspired. Keep keeping us informed. The Haitian Black supporting all Blacks everywhere. Thank you for the super chat. All right, go ahead, Carla.
Yeah, okay. Hey, Diane, I want to. I'm in my driveway. Can you give me 10 about like 3 minutes to go upstairs and get on the computer because I want to be inside. You got 5 minutes?
Yeah, I got 5 minutes.
Yeah, okay. Keep it going for me.
Okay. Thank you for joining us. Hey, Brother Fitzgerald, you want to come say something? Come on. Come say something. Come say hello. This year, everybody. This is guys. You guys remember the story I told about me traveling to Africa and someone encouraging me to take a vacation because I was doing well in sales. Well, this is here. Everyone, shout out to Brother Fitzgerald Stevens. Come on, Fitzgerald. Come say hello. Come say some words of encouragement. Go ahead.
Well, hello, everyone.
This is Brother Fitzgerald Stevens, everybody.
Yeah, I'm Fitzgerald, and Dinas and I have been friends. Gosh, it's been about going on 12 years, ain't it?
2006 or 2007?
Yeah,
2007.
Yeah. And so I met Dinas when I used to own a shop, automotive shop over in downtown Atlanta. A very articulate young man. I'm a little older than him. So I just took a liking to him. He took a liking to me. But I found him.
I don't think people can see. You got it.
Okay, let me get down.
Yeah, get down a little bit.
Okay.
There you go.
Down like this.
Okay, I think that's better. Hold on, let me see.
Okay.
There you go. All right, there we go. Go ahead.
Yeah, I found him to be an extremely professional and articulate young man, and more important, a man for his age that was open to wisdom and open to counsel. He really wanted to learn. He really wanted to be a better human being, and more important, to be an effective human being for the people who he came in contact with. And so so we struck up a friendship, you know, well before his transformation and what the man that you see now. I knew him long before this, and just to give you guys in a nutshell, he's really the same guy. He's just a little older. He has the same mannerisms that it was right there, even with the success that he's undergone, you know, as far as with it, from the latest thing for getting an incredible accomplishment with his Nigerian citizenship. He's still the same down to earth fellow that you know that I knew. We'll get your chair. Okay, I'm going to stop talking for a little bit till you get the camera adjusted.
Sit right there.
Okay.
Sit right there. Sit right there. There you go. My bad. I'll go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So I do consider him a close friend, and also I consider him as someone who inspires me. You know, this goes both ways. Even though I'm well about close to like 20 years older than he is, but you know, he is just a man who is hungry for knowledge, a man who thirsts to learn and to get inundated with different people. See, there's more going on the earth besides the USA, you know, and there's a Renaissance movement that this man has helped spearheading, you know, to get knowledge out and understanding out for people who want it exactly, you know what a great people we are and where we come from. On another side note, we you know, he's a University of Georgia guy, University of Georgia grad. I'm a University of Alabama grad, you know, by far the better team. But we go back and forth on that in the years. And now, just to give you guys an idea about our friendship, I haven't seen the man probably going on 2 years. I just
been 2 years.
Yeah, you probably at least about 2 years. You know,
sure?
But let's say about 18 months.
18 months.
Okay. And we have a relationship that I just came directly to his house. I live down in Tampa now. I came directly to see him first, you know, even though I have family here. And it's just like I just went in the bathroom, you know, and just, you know, or should I say, I just left him about 5 minutes ago. That's what our friendship is about. You know, we don't have to communicate a lot. We definitely don't have to see each other, but when we come, we've always had this connection. So I definitely consider him a friend. I support his channel. Very, very proud of him. I didn't know till 2 days ago, about 3 days ago, that he told a story about this guy, Fitzgerald Stevens, that taught him, inspired him to go to Africa. Yeah. I never knew that. I didn't know that.
I always told the story.
And but really, this young man did this all on itself. You know, if you got someone who really wants to learn and really wants to better themselves, all you got to do is just really point them in the right direction. And, you know, and why Africa dropped in my mind, because, you know, that's who I am. And then I heard so much about Europe and Brazil, but I wanted to, you know, to really connect with Africa. So definitely I plan on taking
Tyler,
okay, yeah, okay. I just turned the thing so I can look at the chat. We'll see.
Okay. All right, go.
And I had it on loud. Sorry about that.
I plan on going with tour like that, and you know, and when it comes to over within Africa and the States like that, I'm going to defer to his expertise. You know, I will be just learning and let him guide me with his knowledge that's been acquired. Because I can tell you this. I'm in his home right now, and it's been a couple of years since I've been here, but it's a whole nother ambiance and it's a whole nother feel to it with the art and the mask and the whole nother feel like that. But you know what? I don't expect it. I don't expect anything less. He's still the same Dynasty Amir, my friend, my brother. And, you know, and I'm proud of him. I'm really, really proud of what he's come through. I'm also proud of the way he handles critics. You know, a lot of people just criticize him, and from both sides of the aisle, you know, people in America, people in Africa, you know, and I just think that's just a lot of jealousy. And I know what it is, because if you take time to listen to this man and definitely be at my position, actually knowing him, you will find he's one of the most humblest guys, you know, the humblest guys there is. You know, he listens, you know, and more importantly, he takes action. So Dynas, man, for what you have accomplished since the 12 years we've been knowing each other, where God is still taking you, man. I'm proud of you. You know, you just keep inspiring people, keep living it, and keep being one of those people who has knowledge, which beats anyone's opinion, what they think they know. Right. So you have knowledge, and you keep educating, keep networking, and let's do what you do.
Yeah. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother Fitzgerald. Thank you.
Thank you guys for taking time to listen to me. Hope I haven't been too long. When I just literally got in off a 7-hour trip from Tampa, where I live, so I'm going to go sit on the chair and call my family, let them know I'm happy here with the friends that does everything. But you guys take care.
All right, brother. Good meeting you, brother.
Likewise, sir.
All right, go ahead, Colin.
Oh yeah, like I was saying, the world is changing, right? And what's happening is, because of social media is like our only weapon that we have, Had it not been for social media like 12 years ago, I would probably nosedive off the Empire State Building by now. Social media let me know that I wasn't insane, that there was people out there who thought like me, had opinion like me, and so I met people and stuff like that. That's how we are. But the whole thing is this: the people that basically rail against nationhood, right? They have what this is who white America have against us, right? White America knows that there's this idea that black people are going to get fed up and say, "I've had enough. I want a nation of our own." Two things they do: they make it seem like you can't do this, right? You can't. The only thing you could do is just like when they keep telling us about, another racial incident. It's a time of the time. This is a Trump era. And I've been telling white, no, it ain't no damn. Don't try to put this on Trump era. So in other words, if we go back, vote for Democrat, is this racism going to disappear? No, it's not. Look at all the shit that happened under Obama, Clinton, everything. This is racism is here. It's getting worse. I told you about the story. I don't know if you want me to tell this story about those kids that I had. Huh?
What story?
That story about those Asian kids.
Yeah, you did.
When you follow it. Did you want me to tell that story?
Go ahead and tell it.
Okay. Well, okay. This is what happened, right? And I learned something. I've learned something. Well, a couple of years ago, I don't know. I can't link the two together, but did you see on my timeline where I had this guy that these black guys that were killing people in Virginia Beach and Norfolk? They killed like 6 people. Gang initiated. They killed like 6 people for the fun of it. Just for the fun of it. And several people got killed. One was a Filipino guy. They got Filipinos. Filipinos are very sensitive when one of theirs get killed in the area. It goes. You don't think. See, the difference between us and them is black person gets killed, whatever like that. White, whatever like that. Black people forget about it. But these Asian people don't forget about that, especially when the killer is black, right? Especially when the killer is black. Same time, a white kid security guard killed a Vietnamese guy playing Pokemon in a neighborhood and everything. Asians are gonna come after white people like that. Well, anyway, I've noticed the last couple of years the Filipino and the Asian community has been, a little different, right? Anyway, I'm driving up the road and these young Asian kids, Filipino, Thai, whatever they were, pull up beside me and whatnot, and they started just looking at me. I'm looking over there. I'm like, what the hell are you looking at? And then they started looking at me, trying to like stare me down. I'm like looking at them like, what the hell do you want? Like whatever. Anyway, well, when I was about to drive off, one of them rolled on the window and yelled, "Nigger," nigger, like that. And so what happened was, they were going left and I was going straight, but where they were going, I knew was going to bisect where I was going, where I was going to cut them off at, right? And sure enough, I did. I saw them at an intersection. And I said, okay, so they're not going straight. They're not going to Walmart, park inside, and they're not going to the mall. So the only one place they can go is one other shopping center which I knew they were on their way to, right? So I did that, right? And I cut them off because I know the area like the back of my hand. So by the time I pulled up, they were pulling up. We were pulling up at the same time. I get out the car, right? It's 5 of them. I get out the car. I said, "You want to repeat what you just said?" Sir, really? So I said, "Don't lie to me. You want to call somebody a nigga?" I said, you think it's funny? You ain't laughing now, are you? It ain't funny. You scared now, right? Yeah, we're scared. I said, I'll bust every one of you up right now, just for the hell of it. You want to call me a nigga? Call me. You want to be a man? Call me a nigga in my face? Go right ahead. No, sir. We're sorry. It wasn't us. I go, how the hell it wasn't you when you sitting there apologizing?
I saw you in the red right here. You were sitting on here. You was driving. You two was in the back. You three was in the back. Yeah, well, I said, look, man, I could get my nephews to bust every one of your asses up or not. They're like, oh, we're sorry. Well, I said, you guys are Filipino. You got all this hip hop shit on. They're bumping. They're bumping rap in the car. They're bumping hip hop, and you gonna call me a nigga? I said, bro, you just brown as I am. You know? I said, you are a disgrace to Asians, whatever you are. You know what I'm saying? You think you white? You know what I'm saying? They're like, well, I said, now, then I said, now get the fuck out of my face. Right? They all afraid. I said, you ain't running fast enough. They all ran into the restaurant where I turned around, the whole parking lot is like looking at me. I raised my voice. Whole parking lot, nobody looked me in the dead eye. Everybody looked at me like, you know, and turned away. And I let people know, yes, the image of black people is you can talk whatever you want to them. You can say whatever you want to them. You can call them nigga. You can do all stuff like that. It wasn't like that back when I was coming up, right? And they're not going to do nothing. All you see is black people talk about, oh, we got to get. Every time you see a basketball player, that something like, look at a basketball player where the fan was calling him a nigga or something like that, stand, whatever like that. And I guess they banned the fan or whatever like that. But his whole attitude was like, well, yeah, no, terrible fucking. But that's the attitude you should take, man. You somebody call you a nigga, yeah, fuck all this NBA contract. Y'all fuck your freaking ass. You know, we don't have that anymore. We have people thinking, white guys thinking they can date our women anytime they want to. They can still be racist, right? And still come in and date black girls, date choice black. I see them date some choice black girls, and you know they're racist still. So they don't have no respect for our families, our bloodlines. They have no respect for our culture. They think our culture is there, that they can use it and they want to. They can call us nigga, hate us, and still use our music and bebop to our music. So that's what you have in America right here. And if you want to be American, it means you're never going to be respected. You got Asians calling you a nigga now. But the difference with me is I caught these. It was 2 miles down the road and whatnot, and these kids were like shocked. These guys caught me. Yeah, I found you, didn't I? You know, I'm somebody that'll break your friggin' neck. And then when you come out here, you get whoever you want to get. I'm the real thing. You want to do your Muay Thai and whatnot. I'm reality. That's right. I'm a real black man in this country. You know what I'm saying? That's the way you have to be. I don't give a damn about getting along and just pray for them all kind of freaking nonsense. I will break your face. And funny thing about it, if you want to hear something funny on top of that, a week later, right? I'm coming home, right? And the same kids, right? Well, it was pitch black at night, right? Wasn't a lot of cars out. They were coming one way, right? And I was stopped making a right turn at the light, right? And somehow I was just sitting there. They were like, I didn't make a right turn. I sat there, right? I knew it was them, right? And all of a sudden they looked over like, why is that car moving, right? Why is that car making a right turn, right? Because I had the right lane, right? Then it dawned on them, it's him. You know, it's him. They knew it was me. I was like, these little motherfuckers are so petrified. This was like 11 o'clock at night. You know, so they knew it was me. Also, they're looking. They'll not make the turn slowly, right? And all their faces like looking outside, looking at the car, like they couldn't see me and everything was too dark, but they were like, "That's him." Yeah, because I have a sign on my car with that. That's him. That's that guy. You know, that psycho black dude. But the bottom line is this. The bottom line is, you're going to see more of this in our community. If you think you're not going to have racial confrontations and you're not going to have more of this, you're sadly mistaken. More and more people are disrespecting black people. They feel they don't have any respect for us. They have no regard for us. They take your vote for granted. They take your women for granted. They take everything from you. They take your women. They take your manhood. They take everything from you. What the hell do you got left in America? Your women don't even belong to you anymore. You got Taraji Henson. Every time movie she looks around, every one of her movies is a wink and nod to white boys. You know, she's making a movie with a civil rights guy fell in love with a damn Klansman. And her other movie about the genius, whatever, the lady, that movie, the mathematics number, whatever.
Yeah,
was all centered around a romance with a freaking white
NASA.
guy. Huh?
When they were working for NASA.
Yeah, the whole thing is centered around her romance with some white guy. We can't have any movie without black women going out there whoring themselves out to the freaking industry and stuff like that. And that's what you want more of? Because it's going to get worse. If you think you're going to go back to a black community and everything in America, you sadly, that's not part of the deal. They're not going to let a black culture, institutions survive in America. Look at Johnson's Ebony Magazine. They got rid of that. Johnson's Publishing, that's gone. Pretty soon, black colleges now are no longer HBCUs. More and more whites are going to so-called HBCUs in order to get funding. What left do we have in America? And you're going to talk about, you know what I'm saying? So what are you going to leave the next generation? You wonder why these kids don't respect you? What are you building for them? You live in your same ignorance and poverty and dumbness. And when I talk about, oh well, we're gonna fight for that reparations check. Okay, you keep doing that. We're gonna keep doing what we're doing. So that's another. So we'll give you some questions inside the chat.
Let's see here. Let's see what we got in the chat room. So the movie's Hidden Figures.
Yeah, Hidden Figures. You know.
Let's see what else we got here in the chat room. So, Kyle, are you saying you don't support the reparations movement anymore?
Well, no. My whole thing is this: I don't think it's real. You know what I'm saying? If I thought it was real, that you had a chance to get it, I would support it. I know it's not real. I know it's just nothing but pablum. You know what pablum is? Pablum is speech, right? That takes on a life of its own that leads to nowhere. It's a conundrum. It's a speech. It's putting words together and everything to be saying something, That's what you got to distinguish what pablum is from what real agenda is. Pablum, you can talk about the sky is made out of ice cream, right? You can say it enough in front of a captive audience enough where people start believing you. And then when people believe that the sky is made out of ice cream, to the point where they will actually attack you if you say differently. That's what happens when you basically keep saying something over and over again, and you're misleading people. You know it's not going to happen, but you got them distracted with your words. That's what the whole thing about freaking reparation. It's a distraction because they know what's coming down the pike is a black exodus. You know what I'm saying? Black people are looking seriously about Africa and building Africa. All we need is the right people, right place, the right opportunity, and everything, and it's going to happen on a larger scale. Look how successful what you're doing right now is Search for Who. You know, this is going to happen on a large scale. And what happens is, well, what does America care? America care because part of controlling black people is making black people think they have no other options but America. That's why when police kill us and everything, we don't say nothing. Why? Because we already know we're defeated.
Hold on, hey, Kala, Brother Fitzgerald Stevens was to come in and make a comment on that. Go ahead. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second, Fitzgerald. Let me adjust the camera. Hold on 1 second. Hey, come on, Cam. Come on. All right, my internet just froze up on me. Here we go. Hold on, Fitzgerald, go ahead.
Sir, I was just thinking about what you're saying, and I don't know why this never came to me in my 54 years of living on God's earth. But with the reparations and all the talks about the march and education, which I think is bogus. You know, I believe in economic strangulation myself. But in order for this policy to continue with nothing being done, it almost seems like, and I'm asking you a question: do you think the African-American black politicians, and from mayors to councilmen to attorneys and doctors, are actually complicit with this, that actually, you know, help suppresses the masses? For example,
of course.
Yeah. You have like you know, I've yet to see a leader emerge up like Patrice Lumumba Congo, who was totally looking to unify. And maybe Colonel Muammar Gaddafi of Libya. But the way the trend seems to be successful like this: I'll take a leader from this country, I'll put a puppet leader in, and then I'll enrich him and his families with nice Swiss bank accounts, a nice Cayman Island bank account at the expense of the people. Therefore, they give me leasing rights for the resources that goes all the way to the west. And stuff. So this would never be allowed if actually leaders wasn't in the inside who look like the people who they're serving, you know, to dilute the situation. And I don't know why I didn't see that until you was talking. I think that's the exact same thing happening here. Yep. I mean, it's almost like someone's paid to, you know, go pacify the people, keep them quiet. Meanwhile, we shall overcome. And I'm not trying to make fun of that, but I'm just way past, like, okay, with the wealth that we have as a people, and build your own school. I care less about coming to some cat's lunch counter working on his job. Build your own. You know, so I thank you for listening to me, but thank you for sparking that point in me. I appreciate it.
Right. Thank you, Brother Rochelle. Perfect example of what I'm talking about. People are waking up. The Congressional Black Caucus, right, has 45 members, right? The Congressional Black Caucus, right? All these people right here, there's never been one Black Caucus member that's been primary, right? At least in the white districts, right? Republicans were challenged other Republicans. They moved out and everything. The Democratic establishment got those people there for a reason, to keep them there for as long as possible, because they're going to vote the party line. Maxine Waters and all these people, look at their agenda. They tell on themselves. Everything about Maxine Waters is the illegal aliens. Anybody knows about Black history is the reason why they were able to suppress the Black ex-slaves after the Civil War is they bring in large numbers of Irish. The whole idea of bringing more immigrants is to make sure that the Black population never succeeds, you know, and they're doing it by bringing more and more migrants across the border, more people from overseas and everything, instead of investing in the people that they already have. Now, if you invest in the descendants of slaves, right, in America, right, they figure we're going to challenge America's authority or sovereignty over this continent, right? So the whole idea is suppress the the slave descendants, right, by using so-called puppet people like, you know, these so-called Black leaders. Who funds the NAACP? The Ford Foundation. All these people fund the NAACP, the Urban League, and everything. All is funded by white dollars. White dollars. Every last single Black congressman and everything is funded by white dollars. They fund these people, and they toe their line. You don't see all the stuff that they sign or they push through legislation and everything. All you see is every time they get up and they want to make a speech, and they'll talk about this, that, and the other thing. They'll talk about racism, this, that, and the other thing. But the Black congressmen and all these people are there really to pass the Democratic agenda, which is the banks and these gentrify. You saw what the Charles Rangels did in Harlem, right? Harlem is no longer Black thanks to Charles Rangels. You know, so the bottom line is these congressmen don't do anything for Black people. We're 45 million people that have no political power. We're in a political quagmire in America. Black people in America, when we vote Democrat, show me anything that basically comes from a black male point of view. You'll talk about the Me Too movement. You'll talk about equal pay for women. You'll talk about DACA for immigrants. You'll talk about LGBTQ. You'll talk all the stuff like that we're supposed to be gung-ho. You talk about illegal aliens flooding over here like they have a right to come over here and get everything. You know, you can't even arrest an illegal alien for driving without a license without the state police losing his job. State police pulls illegal alien, no license, everything. They got to let them go because there's no political will. These people are above the law, but yet you and I go out there and get a traffic ticket. See how much you get out of it. How you get out of it. See what they do to you. So therefore, why tell me why do Black? And I'm not stumping for the Republicans or wherever like that. But I'm saying, why the hell we don't have our own political parties? That's what I'm talking about. Why is it that the Black people's agenda? Why don't we have more? Why don't we have this Search for Uhuru or the BAO type organizations nationwide? We're doing business transactions, banking, overseas, everything, and that is our interest that we have to protect. We have nothing to protect. Show me what collective interest that Black America has. You know, that we can honestly say we socialize to go to on a political thing. We have done. Because basically, if you start talking about for your interest or whatnot, they'll call you a Black racist. They'll call you a Black separatist. They'll call you a Black nationalist. They'll call you all these kind of names and everything like that. Why? Because they don't want you conscious about what is that you think is important to you. I asked one thing during the Obama years and everything. I think that anytime a police-involved shooting, there should be a special prosecutor. You guys hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yes.
Okay, there should be a special prosecutor from the Justice Department and everything should investigate all police shootings. But we know the Justice Department thing, that the whole civil rights thing, or the Justice Office of Civil Rights, was always weak to begin with. But then you got a Black president. The only thing he wanted to talk about was protection for transgenders who want to use female bathrooms. You know? That's what we went to freaking vote for twice in the election. And that's what they want to pass us off on with Hillary Clinton. You know, if I sound angry, yes, I am, you know. So the bottom line is this. Black politics in America is completely dead. There's no freaking agenda. The only agenda is what we want to do as far as building trade, building nations in Africa, and also ultimately building a nation state or a city state or our own on the African continent so we can do trade back and forth and things. That's our agenda. That's our agenda. That should be every black male in this country's agenda. You know, geopolitics. But surrendering to the American system, talk about, oh, we're gonna have this election, we Americans. If you say we Americans to me, I'll smack you right in your head. That means you're bought off by either the Democrats or Republicans. Now I'll give you a thing. Now, if you want to be a black conservative and you want to be like that, yeah, talk to yourself as an individual. You say, hey, I got a good house, I got a good career, I'm making 6 figures and everything. I just want to be an American. I was doing one. I don't care about the clothes. I can deal with that. If you just want to be an individual, be an American, fine. Go join the black conservatives. Go join Anthony Bryan Logan. Go join Candace Owens. Go do that. That's legitimate. But don't tell me my collective is sitting here begging on a freaking check that's never going to come. You know, and we should stop talking about building in Africa, which we have a better chance of building in Africa than we do ever getting a freaking check from this government. I'd rather have land. Do you want land or a check? That's what either or. You want a land that you can call yours, where you can build your own wealth and capitalize your own wealth and everything with your own infrastructure, or do you want a check, which probably won't last more than $1,000 a piece? That's all they're talking about. If they do give you reparations, it'll be $1,000 a piece, stretched over a 3-year period of time, and then they're gonna tax you on that and take most of it back, and you're gonna spend it mostly in the white businesses. So people think college loud and everything. I'm telling you the truth. It's freaking nonsense. Reparations, as it stands right now, is bullshit on whole wheat toast with a side of fries. It's the biggest crock of bullshit I ever heard in my life. Come on. These people ain't serious about doing anything. All they want to do is put pablum, a bunch of speech and a bunch of nonsense to get people distracted with words and ideas and everything that's not going to go in but pablum. And you repeat it over and over, and then you pass the pablum down to the next generation. Blah 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 blah. And you listen to the blah 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 blah, and you're not going any place. I'm getting dizzy. I've heard all this talk before. Negroes. I have a PhD in Negroology. You'll say I got an undergrad in it too. I know the American Negro. We're good at doing nothing but bullshit and talking like we mean something and not accomplishing anything. And you see the end result of this. We lost everything. When we lost Ebony Magazine, Johnson Publishing, after this great man, built such an institution, the fact that we lost this, right? There's no more else to say. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. I don't want to hear anything anybody has to say. No one can preach to me about what we have in the Black America, because we're losing everything. We're losing publishing companies. We're losing businesses. Every time I look around, hey, Don, do you want to play that sad video where their brothers talk about we're about to lose Inglewood in California or not? You know,
is it in my?
Yes, it's in your messenger for which one? Your messenger. You got to play this. You know, the messenger for Facebook Messenger. You got to play this. It's just I'm like, at this point now, I feel like going. You know, this guy's old. He's 67, 68 years old. I feel like kicking him in the freaking head. Like, what the hell you think? You think they care about your fond memories of Inglewood? They're moving your black ass out. You know what I'm saying? What do you think? Progress. Oh, have mercy.
Was it in the B? Oh, here we go. I got it right here. I got it right here.
Oh, please don't tell me.
It's in my inbox. I got it. Hold on. Let me I don't know why, but my internet is slow.
Please play that, Diane. Please. This will bring it home. Everything we're freaking talking about. All I see is black neighborhoods and everything losing. So the integration and everything is on a losing streak. You're on a losing streak. You know, it's been 400 years in March that the first African slaves were brought here. 400 years now, we're still complaining about the same damn thing. And you tell me that building Africa and building trade and a pipeline to Africa and investments and everything is not a good idea? And there was somebody on some show today, O'Shea was on, right? And they were basically, he's in Uganda. And this chick, I forgot her name, she was saying, be careful over there. Be careful. Why don't you say that if he goes to Chicago? 30 people shot in less than a 3-hour span of time in Chicago the other day. You know, but he's supposed to be so concerned about being in Uganda.
Oh, hold on, hold on, Colin. I'm about to play it right now. Hold on one second.
Okay.
Let me share the screen. All right, hold on one second. I don't know why my computer is just slow. Like I can't even, you know, I can play the audio, but for some reason I can't. Hold on. Let me just play the audio, Colin.
Right.
Hold on one second.
All this technology, so all these problems.
The street looking at it. It's human. It look like a big mass. It's gonna escalate. It's gonna go further. It's gonna get bigger. And
you're talking about that stadium.
Yeah, I wish I could.
Their apartments and have to move. It's not gonna be the Inglewood that we know. It's gonna change drastically. I wish they'd wake up and understand what's going on and stop trying to say, oh, it's not the stadium. Well, we were doing fine until you decided to build the stadium. My name is Major James Stewart Jr. I'm 69 years old. I've lived here in Inglewood it's been over 30 years. Every time we look around, we see a moving van. And everybody that I know is moving out of the city. I don't want to leave. I didn't want to leave. I was content. But I gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta move out of here, move to my sisters, and then move out of there and move into another place. You know, it's not home. It saddens me that we have to move, have to give up everything that we worked for and the livelihood that we have. And then you gotta move. God, come on.
Hey, Colin, can you share this on your screen? Because I want people to see this video.
Okay,
do you even know how to share on your screen, Colin?
Oh yeah, I do know how to share. I do. Well, you always say we don't have enough time.
No. We got time. We got time. We got about We got about another 15, 20 minutes.
It's the fastest show in history, man. You know what I'm saying? Dynasty Media Show.
This is over. Come on, we've been on almost an hour.
We have? I didn't know I was talking that long.
We've been on almost an hour.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. Let's say your entire screen. Okay, share. You know what I'm saying? What's this?
People need to see this.
Right. Okay. Okay. All right. Here we go. Oh, what the hell? That's an old video. Okay. One of California's last thing. Let me try to get this. Let me see. Why is it that this guy log in? LA Times, last thing. Okay, well, I can't. If you can see this, right?
Oh, we see it. We see it. Press play.
The video. I'm gonna scroll down. Inglewood has come a long way since Dr. Draper claimed Nationhood was always up to no. It was up to no good. A surge of economic development is wiping out reputation as a battle zone for rival gangs. Thank you, gangs. Thank you. Thanks for destroying another black community. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Thank you. Give the Bloods and Crips a round of applause. You know. A surge of economic development is wiping away representative battle zone. By that, Inglewood is on the come up. Longtime residents and city officials face a different challenge. Many who have weathered the decades of hardship no longer can afford to live there, being left out of the economic renaissance. That means once they have the economic renaissance that they're voting for and everything, we're going to revitalize the hood and everything, but they don't understand something, that you ain't going to be part of it. I see this right over here in North Virginia. Whole neighborhoods are being transformed. Oh, new streets and everything, but The black folks are gone. You know, and they're hoarding all the black folks on the peninsula and have the Newport News. They can handle them. You know, crime rates through the roof and everything. But they want to get all the low income black people off the south side here. You know, it is what it is. You know, so okay, so he says Donald Martin, is lost a roof over his head after new landlord evicted him within just 60 days of notice of the building he lived in almost a decade. Thomas Cena Pilt lives next door to the new LA Rams Chargers Stadium and entertainment complex, receiving notice that monthly rent of a 2-bedroom Inglewood apartment will go from $1,145 to $2,725.
Kyla, can you hear me?
It makes you feel pushed out.
Kyla,
we don't need you guys anymore. The upper classes will be moving in. That's how it usually goes. You know, you're a placeholder. And let me tell you a little background to that, right?
Kyla, can you hear me?
Know almost every black community built in America was just nothing but a placeholder, a temporary thing. White people say, okay, we got to build this infrastructure and everything right here. Once they build the infrastructure, they have every intention in a couple of decades of taking it back. You know, infrastructure is not free. So, okay, you spend 40 years in the neighborhood, right? You paid your taxes. Infrastructure's paid off now, right? The bond, everything, the city's paid off the infrastructure. Now they no longer need you. They don't no longer need your working class income. Now they're ready to get rid of you, right? And replace it because the infrastructure's paid off. And they can give somebody rich rock bottom on the same piece of property that you're sitting there struggling to pay the taxes on. Do you understand how it works, folks? You will never have peace and security long term in the United States. The only way you can do it is as a black person, as an individual, as a community. Forget about it. Now there are wealthy black communities in America, real rich black communities in New York City, Uniondale. There's places in Fort Lee, New Jersey, here where I live at in the Hampton Roads area, Prince George's County. What's that place? Oh, yeah, Dennis.
Kyla, you can't hear me?
Yeah, I can.
No, but can you hear me when I'm talking to you through the chat?
Hold up. I can mute myself.
Kyla, can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Hold up.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So you didn't hear me that whole time?
Hold up. Hey, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me? Kyla.
Hello. Hello, you there, Dinus?
Yeah, I hear. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Golly, man.
Are you there, Dinus?
Yeah, I'm here.
I can hear you barely. Hold up.
Golly.
Oh, okay. Oh, that was playing. I don't know what the hell happened.
Kyla, can you hear me now?
All right, yeah, I can hear you now. What was going on?
What happened?
I don't know. I was reading something right here. Now the LA something for the LA Lakers came on. What was that all about?
No, I'm saying, but you couldn't hear me the whole time.
I could barely hear you. Whatever. Like that.
Okay, no. So what I was saying is, so people were celebrating that there was rent control in Inglewood, but I saw in an article the rent went from $1,200 to $2,700.
Yeah, $2,700. Yeah, $1,100 to $2,700.
Okay, go ahead.
I dropped the link when I was going to finish what I was saying. The whole thing is this. So you tell me, anytime you have a black community, right? Okay, like LA, black people moved out there and everything, Compton and everything. California said, okay, we got these extra houses, neighborhoods and everything. Black people, will segregate them there for a few generations, right? They're going to pay taxes. They're going to pay off mortgages. They're going to do all that stuff like that, right? But after like 50 years, right, we're going to come and reclaim these neighborhoods, you know? We're going to come and reclaim these neighborhoods. That's just the way it is. They're going to come and reclaim these neighborhoods. And that's just basically how it is. And so therefore, when people sit there and they want us actually sympathy for getting kicked out, I feel bad for them, right? But somebody should have told them like generations ago. You know what I'm saying? What do you think is going to happen? What do you think is going to happen when you have gangs and everything driving down prices, right? People are losing money because people are moving out. You got gang violence, gang culture, and all stuff like that. Gang tags all over the place, shootings, killing. The best black people are now moving out to Beverly Hills and all stuff like that. What do you think was going to happen? Now they're like, oh yeah, the city's revitalized and everything like that, but we can't afford it. You know, and you know, I mean, it might be off as to me. It's just hopeless.
Colin, can you play the video? Can you finish the video?
Let me see. Let me see. I'll see. Hold on. Let me see. 1 second. Let me see. And I sent it to you, right?
Yeah, you sent it to me.
All right. So I'm gonna look in your email, my thing. All right. All right. So you must have a lot of people inboxing because every time I do something with you, Dynasty, everything's always so slow. Your Facebook doesn't want to come up. What the hell? Like, dang, man, Dynasty.
People need to see that video.
Okay, I'm gonna get it. Hold up.
For some reason, I can't even.
All right.
Everyone, shout
out. Yeah.
The chat room.
I would love to see somebody tell me how we have a future in America. You know what I'm saying? I would love to hear that explanation, you know? I love somebody come on. Oh, no. You know, this, that, and the other thing. You know, the bottom line is whatever we're doing, whether it's tourism, vacation, whether it's we have to develop relationship with the mother continent and beyond, you know, because, you know, oh, right, hold up. Give me 1 second. All right.
You all right, Colin?
All right, yeah, give me 1 second. This freaking computer's slow. Hold up 1 second. I'm almost there. 1 second. All right.
Colin, didn't you just have the video up?
Yeah, hold up. So let me get 1 second. I had it up, but I had to freaking shut down. I'm almost there. Give me 1 second. Okay. All right, I'll pull it up from your page. All right. Dennis the Mayor. There we go. Well, California appoints an undocumented immigrant to a state post. Wow. Must be nice, man. Yeah, must be nice. Yeah, we've been doing it all wrong. We were these Negroes trying to be Americans and whatnot, you know. All you have to be an undocumented immigrant, and a lot of change. All right, come on, load the hell up. All right, give us a second, load in. I don't know, Dice. I don't know what it is about this Google Hangout. Every time we have this,
you know what? I got it. I got it. I'm about to play it right now. I just had.
Okay, I don't know what the hell the Google Hangouts problem is, man. But every time we try, they say share screen, but it doesn't. You know what I'm saying? It freezes and all kinds of shit on you. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, mine just acted up too. But go ahead. You there yet?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm not playing. I'm not gonna do mine. I'll let you play yours.
No, I can't play mine.
Okay, let me see. My Facebook is still loading up. It's still loading. Won't load up. It's like when I have you on. Maybe it's a conflict of interest or something. You know, but every time I get ready to play Facebook, when I'm doing Google Hangout, it won't load up. So we're just sitting there going that round. So I can't do it.
Okay.
You know, I can't find it.
All right, you guys. Next time.
We'll go get it next time. You know, next time. We're gonna start. You know, what we ought to do. We ought to have this stuff already set up before we do the show. You know, for now on.
For some reason, I can't minimize my my window on my my internet window. I can't minimize it to go to my actual Hangout. I can't minimize it. It's weird. So, oh well. You there, Kala? Kala. Let me just do this right here. I think Kala has been kidnapped on us.
I hope not. He's making.
Here we go. Let me just hop in this one. All right, so let's do it this way. Here we go, guys. I'm gonna play the video. Kala, you there? Yeah, so let me go ahead and play this video for you guys. Sorry about the technical difficulties. Application window, bam. Share. California. Here we go.
It's a sight just from the street looking at it. It's humongous. It looks like a big mass. This is gonna escalate. It's gonna go further. It's gonna get bigger, and a lot of more people are gonna lose their apartments and have to move. It's not gonna be the Inglewood that we know. It's gonna change drastically. I wish they'd wake up and understand what's going on and stop trying to say, oh, it's not the stadium. Well, we were doing fine until you decided to build the stadium. My name is Major Stewart Jr. I'm 69 years old. I've lived here in Inglewood it's been over 30 years. Every time you look around, you see a moving van. And everybody that I know is moving out of the city. I don't want to leave. I didn't want to leave. I was like, I was content. But I gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta move out of here, move to my sister's, and then move out of there and move into another place. You know, it's not home. It saddens me that we have to move, have to give up everything that we worked for and the livelihood that we have, and then you gotta move. God, start all over again. That's the problem. The area is gonna be what they call upper echelon or whatever. I hope they make it.
Hey, Kala, put your mic on mute. Mute your mic.
Okay.
When they start seeing these buildings getting closed and nobody's moving in them and paying those $1,700 to $2,000 some dollars a month, then maybe they'll wake up, because it's gonna come to that. It's gonna come to that.
I'm gonna stop right there. What's crazy is people are going to pay $1,700 to $2,000 a month, easy. I've seen this play out before.
It's what can you ask for, man? This is it. This is where we love to be. Inglewood is home. It's Inglewood. You know, I'm in the wood, man.
All right, go ahead, Colin. And then we'll close out. Colin. Hello?
Okay, can you hear me now?
I hear you now. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what we'll do, we'll go ahead and close out, but go ahead.
How can that guy be laughing after that? You know? It's the wood. I don't really think a lot of black people we talk about all the pain and hardship we go to, but it shows you, you know what I'm saying, a man at the his end of his life, man, it's like his life is one big joke. You know, you couldn't see where you're coming from like 20 years ago. The smart people got out of that shit. You know what I'm saying? They saw what's coming on. The neighborhood property values going, I'm gonna get the hell out of here. You know, and the people like him wait to the last minute and everything on the inevitable that they're gonna shut that down and everything. Nobody cares about your fond memories. We're supposed to stay glued to America because some Negroes have their little fond memories. Yeah, I remember back then, man. I got beat upside the head. That's that street where that girl, I found her cheated on me in the backseat of a car. You know what I'm saying? That's the place over there.
Go ahead, Colin.
What I'm saying, you said, I have a PhD and a doctorate in what? Negroism. The American Negro is something else. You have to understand the Negro. And we cannot base our future on placating and accommodate the Negro. You know, yeah, man, my fond memories. I remember the Popo pulled up on us and whatnot. This and the other. Remember JJ got shot right there. Yeah, you know, this and the other thing. Man, we had some times out here, man. Yeah, the good old days. Yeah, man. Yo, yeah, okay. Now it's all gone. You got people out there here where I live at Norfolk, right? And they be going back to play like Bowling Green. It was a sad place because Bowling Green, one guy a couple of years ago, and he was asking me about Tariq Nasheed and everything like that. And this when I was on Block Talk Radio, and I invited him to come on my show. Right? He said, "Well, I said Bowling Green project is shut down." I said, but they still have a memorial. Yeah, you know what I mean? They meet the Bowling Green alum. They have alumni and everything. You know, the projects don't exist anymore. Right now, there's a whole new community there, but they said that our spirits are still there. You know, I mean, this is an attachment to the place and everything. But I said, you guys seem real up and up. These guys are real good. They have educated and everything. But they said we don't want to people lose their memory, so they got all kinds of pictures. They have a website and everything like that. People going back generations and everything like that. You know, but it's a shame. Oh, and what happened was after like 70 years, these projects were built back in the 30s. After like 70 years, the family who owned the property, right, leased it out to the government to put government homes there. They made their money, paid their property, the piece of land that was on and everything. And these people were so freaking rich that people probably all they know is they get this huge check from the government every month for renting some Negro some housing, you know, on government land, on their private land. The government lease paid them their money to and a percentage of the rent, whatever like that, for 70 something years. And each generation of family lived rich. And then after a while, after everything's gone, the grandkids saying, "Want no more to do with it." You know, the government they sold the property back to the government, whatever like that, and the government sold it to the city. Who knows? God knows when. And the people had to go. You know, so it's if bottom line is this, folks. If you think it's bad now, it'll be the same thing 100 years from now. Just more broken hearts, broken promises, and everything like that. That's what you have waiting for you in America. You know, that's what you have waiting for you in America. Now you could do what we're talking about doing. We want a nation of our own in Africa. You think it's crazy, but not thinking about yourself, you selfish Negro. Think about your grandkids, great kids. What do you want them? What option do you want them to have other than more death, destruction, violence, gangs, racism, police brutality, and everything like that? What do you want for them? Oh, things gonna get better. Okay. You keep believing that, or you're gonna work with us and everything and help build a new world which we build our ancestral homeland, which we're going to uplift everybody and give everybody a chance. That's the world we're down. So you can find me at the BAIO. You know where I'm at. Social network. You know where I hang out. You can catch me every Wednesday night on Search for Uhuru. My good brother Dynas right here. I don't know what I'd do without him and everything like that. So it's been great and everything. You can go, Dynas, put the link to our website.
You know, something's wrong with my computer's acting up. No, dude, can you put the link to the BIO in the chat room,
please?
Or hold up, I think is hold up in the chat room still. Or T Kelly, hold up, one of the mods. If you could put the link to the BIO in the chat room. Gregory, Brother Wyatt, one of the mods, because I can't do it. My computer is just acting up.
Yeah, so is mine.
I can't do nothing.
Yeah. The white man trying to hold us back, Dynas.
Yeah.
My computer is acting up. Every time I get on this
show. Oh, you know what, Colin? It's funny you said that. Did you read the article that said that the future of America is Hispanic and female? I think it was.
There's no place for a black man. No place for a heterosexual black man. O'Shea did a show about that. Where's the heterosexual black man going to do? You know? The heterosexual black man who likes women, you know what I'm saying, and fond of women, that you know, who will smile when you see a fine woman walk down the street and everything like that, and don't care about being accused of being raping somebody and everything. The real heterosexual black man and everything, who want to protect families, who want to fight, who don't mind getting into a fighting once in a while and everything, who don't mind playing basketball, who don't mind working hard and everything like that, who might have some bass in his voice and everything like that, who see the world through the way world of conquering. It's in us to build. It's in us to conquer. It's in us to go to war. That's what men do. You know, what do we have? What do we have in America? America's threatening us with prison, death, destruction, and all stuff like that. It's time to go someplace else. Time to build something else. Because in that, we're gonna put on a dress and go with our white husband to a friggin' what was it, the Grammys or the Oscars? You know, this guy in a dress, you know, with his white husband. That was the Oscars.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. It was the Oscars.
Oh yeah. That's what they want for the black man in America. You know, that's the future of the black man in America. Everybody's a sissy. Everybody's a homo. Everybody's all this non-threatening image, smiling. Or you're smiling because you got $1 million endorsement, or you're some gay person that was a weakling and figure that they want to do like that. So bottom line, what happens to us alpha males? What happens to tough guys? You know what I'm saying? Where's the future for us? You know, nationhood is the answer, folks. You want to achieve your manhood and your womanhood and everything like that. If you're tired of being, if a female, you don't want to be a hoe, you don't want to be no hood rat or ratchet and everything. You want to be a real woman. You join the nationalist movement, and that's what we're building here, person by person, city by city, state by state, country by country, and this is a global revolution happening right now. So hopefully you guys will join us. Join Search for Uhuru. Join our brothers and sisters doing this. Join the Negro Manosphere. Join stuff like that. Join any place where people are telling you like it is and telling the truth. You know? So, Dynas, once again, I thank you. You know what I'm saying? Even I'm a chatty cuz. Folks, I talk your head off. I can't help it. If Dynas gave me more days a week, I wouldn't talk like this, you know? But this is my one day a week when I hold all this in. I talk his head off over the phone.
Oh man,
Brother Fitzgerald, thanks for joining us, brother.
Thank you for having me, sir.
All right, you know what I'm saying. Tell him about the BAL Dynas.
I will.
I'll tell him about what we're all about and everything, you know. So, but with that being said, y'all good night. I'll see you on the Ning site. I'll see you on Facebook. I'll see you around.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you go to the BAIO name site, and also make sure you go to Search for Uhuru on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and Facebook. Like, share, subscribe. Until next time, family. Dynas Amir, Search for Uhuru. My brother Fitzgerald Stevens, Kala Genesis. Peace.